we have our game pretty much set up, and the last thing that we want to do is to program the crashing into the cars, right? Or I'm sorry, not the last thing, but one of the last things. And so if you take a look here, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the data. But if you take a look here, I can move my car around. But there's also one little issue where the cars are on top of some of the cars are on top of the truck, right? So the way we're going to fix that is we go under looks and we say go to front, and every time the truck moves, we'll go to front, so we'll move them to the front. Okay, and so if we go ahead and run that, you can see that that fixes up the problem. And the next thing we would want to do is to program it so that the truck can hit the cars, right? But we don't want to say, so you notice here that now the cars are in back of the truck, right? And what we don't want to do is say when car touches truck, because the car touches the truck right here, right? And right here it touches the truck. So we don't want to say when car touches the truck, we want to say when car touches the truck, but the car or the clone is also down here towards the bottom of the screen. And so how would we know where the clone is on the screen? Well, what you can use is under motion, Y position. Okay, so right in here is the repeat code that is going to move the red car closer to the front of the screen, and right there is where we could put an if statement. And the if statement that we're going to use is going to be a compound if statement. It's going to be and so the first thing that we want to sense is the red car touching the truck, right? And the second thing that we want to check is the Y position. Okay, is the Y position less than this part of the screen? So let's do maybe 145 or 150 sounds good, right? Negative 150, I'm sorry. So negative 150. So is the red car touching, or the clone of the red car touching the truck, and is the clone of the red car towards the very bottom of the screen? And if that is true, then we are going to go to looks. Well, first of all, we're going to broadcast a signal to, let's go to events. Let's broadcast a signal called crash. Okay, and what is crash going to help us do? It's going to help us to make all of these cars go away, right? We're going to hide all of these cars, okay? Okay, so we'll hide all these cars, and we're also going to have to stop this script here. And yeah, we basically want to just make everything stop, right? And we also want to switch the backdrop. So let's go under looks and we'll say switch backdrop, and we'll say lose screen. Okay, and then we'll broadcast crash. So let's go ahead and test to see if that works. And if it does work, we'll code the crash portion where we stop everything in the next video. So again, it shouldn't crash until the red car gets towards the bottom of the screen. So I could still move out of the way of the red car. And even when I'm here, the red car is touching the truck, but it will not broadcast crash. It will not switch because the car is not towards the bottom of the screen. And so there, it should have hit the truck, but it didn't. So maybe I can adjust this to negative 140, and we could play that and see if that works. So let's see if the red car is going to hit my truck. And here is a red car. Does not hit it here, but when he gets to the bottom of the screen, bam, crash. Okay. So in the next video, we're going to program it so that the cars stop moving forward and the truck goes away, and we'll probably print out an end, like a you lose message as well.